In fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to make this a topic for the news channel, or at least not news channel, but like live segment channel. I don't know how many times I've been told that, oh my God, you love this thing, so you should try this thing. And I understand where it's coming from. One of the easiest points for trying to convince somebody that you should do something or try to enjoy something is the fact that you like or enjoy something else. I have a friend who really likes Dark Souls, and we usually try to convince him to play games based on how close to Dark Souls those games are. But I'm going to be perfectly honest, there are certain games that I play not because they are in the type line category that I enjoy. I play games because they are that fucking game. So like, for instance, I play a lot of World of Warcraft. Y'all know that I play that on stream a lot. Also, my character design is literally based on Thrall's outfit from the Cataclysm expansion from World of Warcraft. I have the beads, the open chest front, the color design. All of it is based on Thrall's outfit, and it's deviated over time. But the fact of the matter is, my outfit is still 100% based on Thrall's, and I will never deny that. And it's because I love World of Warcraft and its story. I love its lore. I love its characters. I love its setting. I love the world. When somebody's like, oh my God, you should play insert other game here because it's like World of Warcraft, I don't give a shit. That's not why I'm playing WoW. I'm not playing WoW because it has all of these checkboxes of a kind of game that I particularly enjoy. I play it because I enjoy that video game. I happen to enjoy that one specifically. Pokemon's another example, right? Or somebody goes, oh my God, you like Pokemon. You should try Pal World, or you should try Monster Rancher, or you should try... Basically, any game could be inserted here that has, like, the monster yanking mechanic, the one that Nintendo tried and failed to patent. And I'm just like, that's so cool. I don't want to play those games. I play Pokemon because it is Pokemon. It is not only a game series that I grew up with, but there are favorites that I have in that game that I like gravitating to. I like playing a game and starting with Chikorita. I like playing a game of Pokemon and getting a Gyarados in my team. I like determining whether or not a Vaporeon needs to be in there alongside that Gyarados, whether I can justify that kind of asinine type coverage. I like that kind of shit. And I really like when Pokemon games take me away from my favorite Pokemon. I like when Generation 5 forces me to not play the Pokemon that I want to play or that I enjoy, because it's still Pokemon. I can find new favorites in this video game. But what I don't want to do is play a different game because it has a similar vibe to Pokemon. I'm not playing Pokemon games because I want a similar vibe to Pokemon games. I'm playing Pokemon because I like Pokemon. Just like there's, I think it's Bugtails that I still need to play at some point because I love Paper Mario, but one of the reasons that I haven't played it is because despite my lack of a good, modern, old-style Paper Mario, not counting the remake of Thousand Year Door that was stupendous, I haven't gotten an actual Paper Mario game that I care about since that game, really. I don't want to play the game that looks kind of sort of like Paper Mario and plays kind of sort of like Paper Mario. I want to play a Paper Mario game because I want to see that world and that story continue. I like Metroidvanias. That's one of the ones where I'm a little bit separate on, where like there's a lot of Metroidvanias I enjoy, but I don't think I seek out Metroidvanias, just like I don't seek out roguelikes. I play Enter the Gungeon and Dead Zone Rogue, and I play the rhythm-based one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head because my memory has been terrible, but I enjoy those games, not because they are roguelikes and I would like to try a lot of different kind of roguelikes because that is the kind of game I like. No, I played those games and I liked them individually for things that they had. I don't go looking for first-person shooters, but I really fucking love Halo. Crypto the Necrodancer, that's the one. It's Crypto the Necrodancer. I love Crypto the Necrodancer, and Cadence of Hyrule was also really good. Just like fucking Zelda. I love Zelda, but I don't want to play... What is it? It's not Dark Riders. I can't remember the name of it, but there was a Zelda-like game that came out during the Xbox 360 era that was like very, very grim dark that everybody was like, oh my god, it's the Xbox's Zelda. And I don't give a shit. I don't care. I want to play the game that I initially wanted to play because I enjoyed that game. And it's astounding to me how often I see this thrown in general at me from not just like on stream, but not just on stream, but just kind of in general. I see this everywhere where people go, oh my God, you loved this thing, so you must love this other thing. No, not really. No. Especially when one of those games takes an awful time sink. Like, I like World of Warcraft. That does not mean I want to play another game like World of Warcraft, because there are 24 hours in the day, and I do not have the time to spend on more than one World of Warcraft. Just in general. Axo says, I just don't like games made to be blank but better, other than Goose Goose Duck but shush. What? Dorito Dave says, have you considered your opinion is wrong? I have considered that, and you know what? It can be that. I do know that there are certain games that I simply do not enjoy, and therefore games that are literally attempting to be that game with some additive just feel fucking awful. Like, I hate Minecraft. I've sat down and I have tried to enjoy Minecraft time and again for years, and I've just given up. I chose to give up like 3 years ago after several years of attempting to enjoy that game. And so, when I see, oh my God, are you hyped for Hytale? No, not really. I don't give a shit about that kind of game. If it's trying to take the mechanics of a game that I do not enjoy and make it better, it hasn't polished the turd. It's still looking at a turd to me. Or there was a game that a friend of mine wanted me to play because, again, it's the fucking roguelike thing. Oh my God, you like roguelikes, therefore you might like Barony. Fuck Barony. Because I don't want to play 5 fucking different roguelikes when they are, by their design, games that are meant to be played over and over again to the point of mastery. I don't want to do that, especially not when the game is built on a combat system from a game that I already fucking despise. I do not like the combat of Minecraft, and Barony is just the combat of Minecraft as a roguelike. And boy howdy, let me tell you, there is nothing I find more asinine and boring than that idea right the fuck there. Whew. CJ Sonic says, art is subjective. Just because you like this still life doesn't mean you like all still lifes. Exactly. I like Sonic the Hedgehog, but I like Sonic the Hedgehog not just because it is a fast-paced, sometimes platformer when the developers get their asses out of their heads. I don't like it just because of that. The aspects of that game that I like are so numerous that when somebody says, oh my gosh, you should play Spark the Electric Jester. No, I'm tired. I don't want to. I don't have any need to. I have the game that I enjoy, and when a new game in that franchise comes out, that's cool. And if another franchise comes out that I enjoy, then that will be cool as well. I'm not opposed to trying new games, but anytime somebody goes, oh my God, you like Sonic, therefore you probably like Spark. No, I fucking don't. And I feel like that turns me off of games more than it turns me on to them. More than anything. Just like fucking Super Smash Brothers. I love Super Smash Brothers. There are few games that I think have captivated my want to play a competitive game more than Super Smash Brothers. And yet, I cannot tell you how many times I've been asked the fucking question, even from real-life friends of mine, hey, are you gonna try Nickelodeon All-Stars? Are you gonna try the DC one? Are you gonna try the new platform? Like, are you gonna try Brawl Stars? Are you gonna try any of these? No, I'm not gonna play any of that. I don't fucking want to play any of that. I enjoy Smash Brothers because it is Smash Brothers. I do not want to play one of X filler platform fighter that will get abandoned by the devs after 2 fucking years. I don't want that. Apologies. Terran Ambassador says, you sound impossible to recommend to. You can recommend games to me, and people have recommended games to me with very, very good results. The problem is, if the way that a game is recommended to me specifically is going to be, oh my God, it's like this other thing you like. Apologies, but that is one of the quicker ways to make me just not give a shit about that thing, because if I want to play that game, I'll just pop that game into my Switch or onto my Steam library. For instance, What's a game that is like something that I enjoy, that I was recommended, that did end up working? There's a couple of them. I really liked Crow Country, but I don't like Crow Country because, oh my god, it's like old school Resident Evil. I like Crow Country because it is like old school survival horror. It is Silent Hill and Resident Evil and a bunch of older survival horror ideas modernized. I don't want to play a game because it is a modification of gaming franchise that I like plus something. I want to play a game because it is good in its genre. It is good in general. Jet says, this sounds like the rage I feel when someone recommends having celery when you want potato chips because they're both crunchy. It's not the same crunch. Exactly. Exactly. I don't even know why I went on that tangent. I don't even know why that's a tangent that I care enough about. But I do know that it's one of those things that just, like, it gets under my skin. It just gets under my skin. The more games I play, the more I realize I don't play games because there is a type of game I enjoy and therefore I want to try all of the different games in that genre. I tend to look at games individually and find individual things that I like about them and such. When recommending games to me, it's not going to be very helpful to be like, oh my god, it's like Mario, but no. If you say, oh yeah, no, this game is a... let's take Hat in Time, for example. That's another one that was recommended to me that works. It is an N64/GameCube era platformer. Collectathon platformer. Built to be a modernized version of that style of game. Cool, I'm on board with that. That's fantastic. But if the description I get is, it's Mario 64, but I'm just gonna go fucking play Mario 64. Easy. That's as much as I can think of for that one. I don't know why I went on that tangent. Again, I don't know why that even matters to me. Maybe that's a particular brand of Neurospicy that I have. Not 100% certain. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitt, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.